Welcome back to English Evolution. I am Bella, and today we are talking about something very common at work.
And I am Rick. And yeah, today we're talking about small talk.
Simple conversations that sometimes don't feel so simple.
Yeah, especially when you run out of things to say.
Has that ever happened to you?
Many times.
Tell me about one of those moments.
Okay, this happened during a break at work.
So, a relaxed moment.
Yeah, I was just having coffee, and one coworker came to talk to me.
And the conversation started normally?
Yeah, we talked about the weather.
Of course.
Classic topic.
And then what happened?
Then we talked about work for a bit.
And then?
Then, silence.
That awkward silence.
Yeah, the worst kind.
What did you do?
I just took a sip of coffee and looked around.
Trying to think of something? Did your mind go blank?
Completely.
That happens a lot in small talk.
Yeah, because there's no clear topic.
So you need to create the conversation. Did you manage to say something?
Yeah, but it took me a few seconds.
And what did you say?
I asked, so, any plans for the weekend?
That's a great question.
Yeah, it saved the conversation.
And gave the other person something to talk about. That's the key to small talk.
Yeah, asking simple questions.
So you don't need complex ideas.
Not at all.
Just something to keep things moving.
Exactly.
Did that moment teach you something?
Yeah, that small talk is more about flow than content.
That's a very important idea.
Yeah, you don't need to say something amazing.
Just something.
Exactly.
Why do you think small talk feels so difficult sometimes?
Because there's no clear direction, so you have to create the conversation yourself.
So it's more about improvising.
Exactly. And that can be stressful.
Especially in another language.
Yeah, because you're thinking about vocabulary and ideas at the same time.
That can overload your mind.
Exactly.
So what helps in those situations?
Having a few simple questions ready.
Like the weekend question.
Exactly. Or asking about work, plans, or something around you.
So you don't need to be creative all the time.
No. Simple and repetitive topics are completely fine.
That takes away a lot of pressure.
Exactly. Because small talk is not about deep conversations.
It's about connection. What are some safe topics people can use?
Weather, work, weekend plans, food, or even how the day is going.
Those are very common topics.
Exactly. And people expect them.
So there is no need to be original?
Not at all.
Did you start feeling more comfortable over time?
Yeah, because I realized people don't expect perfect conversations.
That's important to understand.
Yeah, they just want something natural.
What if the conversation starts dying again?
You can just ask another simple question.
So you restart the flow? Or maybe comment on something around you?
Yeah, like, it's really busy today, or this place is nice.
That keeps things natural. So small talk is more about reacting than planning.
Yeah, reacting to the moment.
That's a great way to see it. Did that improve your fluency?
Yeah, because I started speaking more often, even in simple situations.
And frequency builds fluency. More conversations, more progress. Even if they are simple conversations.
Exactly.
That's how confidence grows.
And that's what really matters.
It's interesting how small talk is not really about the words.
Yeah, it's more about feeling comfortable in the moment.
And why do people feel uncomfortable?
Because they feel pressure to say something interesting or impressive.
That creates unnecessary pressure.
Exactly. And that pressure makes conversations harder.
So it becomes a mental block. Did you feel that at the beginning?
Yeah, I thought I needed to be interesting all the time.
And that's exhausting.
Exactly.
What changed that for you?
I realized that people don't expect anything special.
They just want a normal conversation.
Exactly. Something simple and relaxed.
That makes everything easier.
Exactly.
Did that help you relax more in conversations?
Yeah, because I stopped trying to impress people.
And started being more natural. That's when communication becomes easier.
Yeah, when you focus on connection instead of performance.
That's a very powerful idea.
Yeah, because language is not about being impressive.
It's about being understood.
Exactly.
So if someone feels uncomfortable during small talk,
just remember that simple is enough.
And silence is not your enemy.
Yeah, you can always restart the conversation.
With a simple question.
Exactly.
Or a simple comment. That's how conversations flow.
Exactly.
Step by step.
Conversation by conversation.
And topic by topic.
Exactly.
That's how confidence grows.
And that's how fluency grows too.
Because every conversation matters.
Exactly.
Even the simple ones.
Especially the simple ones.
Because those happen every day.
Exactly.
And those simple conversations are often the ones that matter the most.
Yeah, because they happen every day and build real connections.
So small talk is not really small.
Exactly. It's actually the foundation of communication.
That changes how we see it.
Yeah, because instead of seeing it as something awkward, you see it as an opportunity.
An opportunity to connect.
Exactly.
Did your mindset shift completely over time?
Yeah, I stopped trying to avoid small talk and started embracing it.
That's a big change.
Yeah, because I realized it's one of the best ways to practice English.
And it happens naturally.
Exactly.
So if someone avoids small talk,
They are missing many opportunities to improve.
and to connect with people. So don't avoid those moments,
Use them.
even if they feel awkward at first.
Yeah, because awkwardness is part of learning.
And part of real life.
Exactly.
Step by step.
Conversation by conversation.
And question by question.
Exactly.
If you enjoyed this episode,
Like the video, comment, and share it with someone learning English.
and we'll see you in the next episode.
See you next time.
And next time, don't run away from small talk
Yeah, just ask a simple question.
and keep it going.
Exactly.
Take care,
Keep learning.
keep improving,
Keep speaking.
and keep growing.
Always.
See you soon.
Bye-bye.